Hello and welcome back, my fiendish fiasco makers. How you doing today? It's Chris, and whoa, I actually got to get started in here really freaking quick, guys. Today we're talking about the Wizard Lord Phoenix, and whether he's going to be somebody you want to use or not. Now, if you guys don't know, he got a buff. He recently got a buff. So first of all, watch it. Watch his rage. Bloop. Nothing. Nothing extra for getting a Wizard Lord Phoenix, a 5th tier tower over here. Oh, that's a little bit upsetting. But it doesn't mean that he's actually bad. It's actually kind of goofy. It looks like his fire might go a little bit beyond his range, or at least the BFBs are like sort of tipping right on the edge of that thing. For some reason he's allowed to see it. And I believe, even though it says that he can't see through the walls right here, I believe that his fire can see through the walls. So that's kind of weird, but we're gonna go with it on that. So if you guys don't know, the recent update made his Pierce as a base Wizard Lord Phoenix better. And if you guys don't know, the ability was actually pretty freaking good. It got buffed pretty recently, and it's pretty solid. But having that ability only last for 30 seconds or so, and then going back to the random crappy 4th tier wizard for the rest of the time just really sucked, especially for spending $80,000 on this thing. Like, it's gotta be better than that, right? Well, that's what everybody was saying, and then they finally came out, and they finally upgraded this guy. They finally got him going, the Wizard Lord Phoenix. So, don't forget that this is just a regular base. I still want to use the ability for you guys and show you how actually good this thing is, man. And then popping him back into regular existence here, it's pretty cool. So I'm just playing on hard right now. I'm on alternate Bloon rounds, actually. I've got a couple sort of regular towers over here. I've still got another wizard over here up to 4th tier. It's an arcane spike with monkey sense and everything. So it might not be a perfect example of exactly how good he is, and that's why after this I'm going to go into Sandbox mode and just sort of test him out a little bit and see what you guys think about him. Compare him to a couple other similar towers at similar price points and see if, you know, maybe you want to incorporate this guy into your gameplay. The main thing I gotta say, though, is you're probably never gonna use this guy in chimps mode. You know, you might use him on Impoppable or something like that, but realistically, think of him more as a I have crap tons of money, let's just use it in a fun way kind of tower. Because that's what he is. He's really expensive. You're never gonna get $86,000 in a regular game unless you're farming and doing crazy stuff over here. So, let's see how this is going. So far, pretty decent, I guess. Let's hope that this is enough right here. This is going to be close, but we do. We take it down. Now round 80. So this is where I'm going to use the Wizard Lord Phoenix ability. Let's actually watch it and play here. If I remember correctly, there's 2 ZOMG gods that come out in this round. So you get to see him go into town right here. Don't forget that when he turns into this thing, he goes away. He actually turns into it. It's not like an additional ability, which is kind of goofy as far as everything's concerned. Alright. So now we're in free play right there, but you can see we dominated the ZOMG gods right there. There was like no chance of them getting through right there. And then going back and we're still popping a decent amount of balloons. And then by the time you're like, oh crap, we're about to get off a run, we use them again. And we can just dominate all the balloons again. So far I'm actually pretty happy with what I'm seeing out of this guy. You know, going from being sort of scared of possibly losing to completely and utterly dominating is pretty cool. And the one thing, though, that I have to say is that if you don't time it perfectly, or if a balloon randomly starts sneaking through at the wrong time or something like that, it could cost you the game. And that's probably the saddest thing about this guy. But I have a feeling, if you combine this guy with some, let's see, do I even have here? Oh, I do, I have an actual pool. Let's put a pool on the moon, baby! Alright, we're gonna put a nuclear sub in here. I don't think it has to be in range, does it? I don't think so. Oh, that's even the wrong freaking sub here. What am I doing? Need the top path, baby. Top path. 43 grand, really? All right, let's get rid of some garbage in here that we don't need. Oh, they're all cheap. Let's get rid of the Ninja 2, 3,000. We're just about there to the Energizer Bunny right here. So if I remember correctly, let's read them up really quick. Reduces ability cooldowns everywhere by 20%. And then while in radius, heroes, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so 20% faster cooldowns on this thing. So let's see if you combine these in some fun and interesting ways. I mean, this is going to be a really solid tower addition to your team right here, especially in the late game action. If you're planning on some sort of late game run through or something like that, and you can't really afford the temple yet, this could be one of the guys that you want to try and pop into your team right here. Just keeping as a Phoenix ability as much as you possibly can, rather than the Phoenix Lord himself. But you can see, as far as the cooldown's concerned, it goes down to about, I don't know, like 40%. They're like 60. He lasts for like 60% of the ability cooldown. Like the cooldown, look at it right now, 50% right now, and it's still going. Oh, it's maybe like 53% or something like that. Like really freaking close to that. And of course, we still are doing a good job. I know. I'm actually pretty impressed that we're able to beat around 90 and stuff with this guy. So let's do something goofy here, guys. Let's get rid of everything except for this guy. Uh-oh, that might have been a bad idea. That might have been a bad idea. That was a bad idea. Phoenix Lord, go! I don't get it in time. Alright, so those towers were a necessity for me. That's okay, though. We beat round 80, and that's what we were really going for here, guys. Now, like I said, I wanted to go into Sandbox mode really quick, and I just wanted to test this guy out kind of against some other towers. More recently, they just updated the Apache Prime. They gave him some extra damage and ability power, so I want to compare him or compare them against each other really quick. So let's do that. Let's start off with the Apache Prime. Boom, 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 boom. Apache Prime with some faster darts and everything, and then we're going to get this guy up to a middle path. It's weird. I never get the middle path, man. Wizard Lord Phoenix, and I'm still going to get the intense magic over here. His range just seems so gosh darn tiny. You know, like that's the biggest reason I'm like, well, how the heck do you expect him to do anything with that range right there? Like it makes me want to put him, you know, close to the front. It actually, is it the exact same range? I think no matter what you get, as far as this upgrade is concerned, 0 range bonuses through the entire middle path. Though, get Guided Magic and Arcane Blast, you still don't get any bonuses there, man. It's only the top path 3rd tier wizard. Very intriguing. All right, let's just go to town. What we're going to do is send out, I don't know, maybe, let's just send out a 999 Moabs right here. You're going to see both of them are going to town. We're kind of getting the overflow happening right here. So it's a great comparison purpose. Just for a standard Fire Mage, by the way, our standard guy, we got 16, 17 grand here, 63 grand. So obviously that's not going to help out a lot. But if we end up using the ability, oh my god! Look at that guy go! He just completely annihilated everything. That is a solid ability. Just don't forget that it has to cool down over here, man. You gotta wait for it to come back. Honestly, I was not expecting it to be that good. And it's mostly those big balls. Those big juicy balls are what's killing everything. It's not even the flame that's coming out of the front of him. So the more balloons that are on the screen, the more damage they're gonna do. It's kind of like the most powerful, if like a Monkey Ace had like Juggernaut balls shooting out or something like that. That's like the best way I can think about it. Instead of regular darts, just Juggernaut just spraying out all over the place. Almost like an Ultra Juggernaut, actually. So, let's try something even beefier. Let's do 999 ZOMG. Holy crap, dude. I wonder. Honestly, I'm curious if maybe this Phoenix will actually take down a lot of these ZOMG. I don't know about all of them, but I'm kind of hoping for, like, all of them. So, again, looking at the pop count again, we got 310,000. We're at about 430. Let's actually wait until they're about even. Because this guy's going to be catching up. He's going to be getting more and more and more and more. And then we're going to kind of see with the ability, how does it actually change? So the main thing, though, about this guy, I don't think the Phoenix itself has changed all that much. I think the base tower is what they ended up changing the most. I'm not 100% confident about that. If I actually go back, let me read this really quick. What does it say, man? We've got the Wizard Monkey, Wizard Lord Phoenix, Pierce increased to 50 on main tower's Dragon's Breath and main Phoenix Fire Breath attacks. Okay, so we increased the Pierce quite a bit. But, I mean, that doesn't really explain why these balls are so gosh darn big. So what are we at right now? 530 and 480. Okay, so we're pretty close. Let's use it and just see what frickin' happens here, guys. I don't know. I mean, he's off in the middle of nowhere over there right now, though. That's the kind of sad thing about it. But let's check out the Pierce. Check out the damage. 2 million? Oh my god! Like, the more balloons are on the screen, the better this guy is gonna be, man. Oh my gosh. So, like I said, if you're going late game, this might be the guy that you want to incorporate into your tower combo. The longer the balloons are on the screen for these ZOMGs and BFBs and everything, the more damage you're for sure going to do. And as long as you have some other towers that can slow the balloons down or keep them on the screen for longer, this guy is just going to annihilate everything once he finally comes into play. Like this, you guys know there's thousands ZOMGs on the screen. And we're actually, with these two tower combos, right, we're not taking them all down. Don't get too excited, Chris. But we're doing so much damage to them, and we are taking down a lot of them. I almost wish that you could like do a weird pattern or something like that, like put them on you know, like figure 8 or something weird like that, because I feel like it'd be so much more powerful. But you can see the balls do not have infinite pierce either. They are, you know, kind of getting absorbed by the So My Gods and everything, and eventually do end up dying. So anyways, in the end, we've got 5 million pops. Yeah, that really just did happen. Just compare it. I mean, 5 million to 757,000. I mean, you know, more than almost 10 times as much here, man. That's pretty insane. But it was ideal circumstances to get the max popping power out of our Wizard Lord Phoenix. I mean, realistically, that's not going to be happening all the time. More likely, what's going to happen is you're going to see, you know, Space Oh My Gods or something like that coming out at this point that we can finally afford this guy. Plus, don't forget, this guy is actually more expensive than the Apache Prime. It's hard to think of something being more expensive than the Apache Prime. But, you know, it's even on order with, you know, a 5th tier Flying Fortress. 91 grand for this guy. Let's compare it on easy. What is he here? 91 to 68. So yeah, I mean the Flying Fortress is going to be a little bit more expensive. Not by an extreme amount or anything like that. Let's do it again. Let's send out 999. Let's do BFBs. No, that's not strong enough. We're going to do... Let's do Oh My Gods right here, and let's just see what frickin' happens, guys. So don't forget, we've got the infinite range on this Flying Fortress right here. So he's going to be attacking balloons no matter where they're at. We're going to just pop the Phoenix in right a frickin' way. See them go to town. This could be one of the best combos in the game. Have the Spectre just clean these guys up. Let the Phoenix just go to town on these guys whenever they can. And then don't forget, if you want to, you can always make the cooldowns a little bit shorter. I think one of the only ways is with the nuclear reactor, though. I don't think there's very many other ways that you can lower the cooldowns on these guys, is there? I don't think so, but I could be mistaken. Could be mistaken. I'd have to actually look through all the different towers over here to actually see, but I don't think so. But again, the Phoenix is going to go to town. Actually, still 999 So God, still too much for us to handle. Too hot to handle right here. Though this Phoenix, man, he's pretty freaking hot. He's almost too hot to handle. So yeah, you can see those balls. They're actually getting overwhelmed right here. I don't know what the actual pierce of these guys are, but it's definitely not infinite. Anyways, let's check out the pop count really quick. What do we got here? We got about 1.5 million and then 2.5 million. So this guy is technically stronger than the Flying Fortress as far as overall pure damage. But at the same time, consistency is definitely going to play into this just a little bit. How consistent are you going to be? Are you going to have enough slowdown over here? Like I said, if you combine, you know, maybe some sort of 5th tier cannon to slow all these guys down. Which path is? I think it's the top path here. We get a balloon crush really quick with faster reload and missile launcher. We're going to slow all these Oh My Gods down, and eventually we're just going to have them on the screen almost forever, so we can, you know, start using the Phoenix as many times as we want. And just to confirm, we're going to wait until the end of this Phoenix ability really quick, and then we're going to check the pop count one more time and just see where we're at. Also, though, I got to let you guys know, this is kind of an ideal map for the Phoenix. If you're on a map where there's very short little pathways or something like that, like this guy's probably not going to do almost anything for you, man. He's going to be pretty gosh darn bad. So, I think the last thing that I wanted to see really quick is just if the Alchemist really helps at all. So, I don't know if I can even test that very efficiently right now, but let's get rid of all the balloons. What do we got here? 5 million, 2 million, I mean, yeah, pretty frickin' insane. Let's see, I don't know a good way to test this out. Let's do it like this. Let's do an Alchemist, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's power him up right there, and we're going to send out, let's do the BFBs this time. I think he's not going to be quite strong enough to defeat all 999 BFBs anyways. We're going to use the Phoenix kind of right away, just see where he goes to, see what happens. And again, don't forget, all we got to do is we just got to wait until our ability comes back, use it again. And this is with the Alchemist, though. And what I'm going to do is I want to see how close can we get to actually popping all 999 BFBs. How many balloons are we going to lose? Let's change this back to whatever that is, a lot. Yeah, oh, the cooldown, man. The cooldown's what's killing me here. And then once we get it back in action, though, come on, go, little buddy, go! And then there we go. We annihilate a lot of these things. Man, maybe 999 was just kind of a weirdly large number to go for. Probably just taking too long here. I think that's the main problem. But I think I have to wait it out now because this is just the test that I was doing. So we'll just wait it out. It's okay. 999 takes a little while, but it's not unbelievably terrible. We are losing a lot of lives, though. Though the Alchemist, oh, there we go. Finally, we see the end here, and it's going to be perfect timing for the last Phoenix ability. We might even clean all these guys up, actually. Let's see them go to town. All right. So what do we lose? About... What is that? I don't even know what number we're on. 160,000 or 1.6 million, whatever the decimal is at. And, oh, here we go. We get 7,745,000 pops with the Alchemist. So just about 8 million. Let's do them one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, and this time we're just at 999 BFBs, but without the Alchemist this time. And of course, we got the Phoenix ability basically right away. It looks very similar. That's one thing that I have to say. It looks very similar as far as pure and utter popping power goes. And honestly, with the new changes to the Alchemist, I don't think it's going to be all that effective anymore. It's not one of those things where it's like, holy crap, this changes the freaking game or anything. It's more of a, it's going to give him a bonus. It's going to be okay. Depends how fast you shoot, of course. And of course, what's this guy shooting, man? He's shooting really fast. Ooh, this time around, though, I mean, maybe that damage just isn't as good as we're used to, because it looks like we're definitely struggle-lugging a little bit here. Definitely not quite as much demolition as we're used to from the Alchemist run. I didn't change my lives back at all, did I? I'm just going to keep it at whatever this guy pops. There's going to be a lot going through here, though. This is probably going to be close to the end, though. We're going to do one more Wizard, I believe, one more Alchemist upgrade thing. There we go. We see the end here. Let's see what we can take down, man. Yeah, like last time, we were just cleaning these guys up really quick. We're still doing damage, though. Yeah, we do actually. What do we get? Why did it say the pop count was so much different? I don't feel like it was that much different. I don't know, maybe that was not a good way to do it. I mean, we got... Alright, I don't think this was a perfect test. 1.6, it looks like it could have been. Did I really lose another 4 million extra lives? I guess I could have. It just doesn't feel like it. It just didn't feel like it, you know? 900 and... What is that at? 9 million... No, it's 944,186 lives, right? Is there a 0 at the end of that? Basically, that's 999,999. So it's 1 million total lives, right? And we're at 944,186. Okay, there must have been something wrong with the pop count with the Alchemist, because there's no way that that's even completely reasonably accurate whatsoever. That's got to be the main issue here. Basically, we did lose more lives, but not by an extreme amount, but just know that the Alchemist is probably going to be beneficial for you. You should probably get it. But overall, realistically, what are we thinking about this guy? I really like him. I think he could be a great addition to your team if you're willing to spend a whopping, you know, $80,000 or whatever the heck this guy's going to cost. It's pricey, to say the least. But if you guys enjoyed, press that like button for me. Subscribe if you haven't. And, of course, have a super-duper delicious day.